This episode is going to be a bit different. I have a water bottle ready, pack some tissues, some gum, and something for you guys along the way. If you're a female solo traveler and thinking of taking Singapore on your own, this is one episode of many to follow that's made just for you. Today, we're going to explore Little India and Bugis on foot, and we're on a tight budget. Okay, so before we head out my front door, I just have to say that it's 12:58 p.m. I haven't had breakfast, and we have a budget of a total of, $20. Okay, that I know is Brunei currency, the other $10 bill. But it's actually legal tender here in Singapore. Okay, let's go. If you've been to India, that familiar, ever-present exotic scent of incense, sandalwood and spices will greet you the minute you step out of Singapore's Little India MRT station. This place is totally unlike any other in Singapore. It's literally bursting at the seams with a kaleidoscope of color. Garlands that line shop fronts, hypnotic drumbeats as you pass through an entire row of shop houses, cartons of vegetables, a culture streaking with so very much color. Before you know it, we've come to our first stop. Let's get our eyebrows threaded, shall we? Come on up the steps. Takes less than 10 minutes and costs only $5. Okay, let's get back on the trail and feast on the colors. You'll pass by rows of convenient shops and sidewalk carts selling temple offerings. Now let's cross the street towards the market. Smell that? Exquisite spices waft to greet you. And here's our second stop. The second level of Tekka Market holds many surprises. Shop after shop of glass bangles, accessories of all sorts. I just had to buy something. Moving along, a step downstairs takes us to stop 3. This portable sidewalk stall isn't always there, but try to come on a weekend. There's more of a chance that he'd be there. The kind man will ask a few simple questions. Afterwards, he will speak to the bird, who will hop out of the cage and pick out your fortune. After inspecting my card, he handed it to me and said that I will have a lot of traveling to do. Perfect, that's just what I wanted to hear. Okay, let's cross the road again to our next stop. Who can resist these fairy tale colored desserts? I had to have one. Oh, and you can get free maps here too. Then I came upon the henna artist and decided to get a flower design on my wrist. Flower print on my hand, it was time to sit down and drink something. So I crossed the street and found the perfect spot to rest my feet. We're at Indrani Cuisines, the only place that serves shisha in Little India. But wait, let's talk about that red packet I mentioned earlier. Remember this? Okay, I shall put the other half of what I'm wearing on my hand, this, inside, and if you find it, it's yours. I'll leave you one final clue about that later on. Fantastic. Vegetable samosas. $2. This is why I want to do this for a full-time living. Next stop is about a 7-minute walk away. The Lady of Lourdes Church was built in 1888 for the Tamil Catholics. Okay, let's move on to another old structure built around the same time, Goddess of Mercy Temple. Here's an interesting spot to observe local culture. Right beside it is our next stop. If you have time, stand across the street and watch. Notice that the same people from the Chinese temple come here too. Before we head off to our next stop, let's look at this phone booth nearby where a surprise awaits one of you lucky people. Okay, the last thing that goes into my sunny side up ang pao is this golden rabbit, because it's the year of the rabbit. And I found right here, right behind me on this phone booth, right there. It's going to be like really visible to the public. So if you see it, if you're around the area, just take. Hope nobody throws it away. We're off to the last stop for some shopping. This place is a maze filled with bargains for fashion accessories, clothes, and shoes. That about wraps up our Little India to Bugis on foot. Check out the Google Maps link at the bottom of this video to get the itinerary. This is Louise for Singapore Sunny Side Up. We'll see you again soon.